There. Welcome to Lucid Dreams. I'm using the Work Your Light Oracle deck. This reading is especially for the Starseed and the Lightworkers during the Lionsgate portal. I want to show you what you're up to. You have been doing, first of all, congratulations. You have been doing an amazing job. So, the first card that I want to discuss is you are already doing it. First of all, take a deep breath and exhale. Let it go. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Do not question things so much. You are on the right track. You are facing the right way. Stop overthinking it. It's happening, and you are closer than you think. You are exactly where you need to be, and things are moving at the perfect speed. Do not rush it. Now is not the time to be impatient. Now is the time to walk steady. There is no rush. What you are building is being built. What you have planted soon will blossom. You know the fall is not far. With every new day, a new brick is being built. The foundations are steady now. All you need to do is for you trust and move forward. The next card that is shows is Crumbling. What are you clinging on to? During this landscape portal, did anything come up for you? Any emotions that you need to let go? Any fear, any doubt, any worries? Anything? Just let it go. Let the tower fall. There's a shift happening right now where anything authentic is can no longer survive. So just let it go. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. It's happening to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually, professionally, and to the society as a whole. It's happening to bring you so you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. Have faith because the difficult times will be a defining moment. You will be reborn in the fire. You are being called to surrender. Stop trying, hold it together, to loosen the grip, to let go. What are you doing your best to avoid? How are you trying to pretend everything is okay? You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to tumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you see the whole tower is ready to come down. You will be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with mighty foundations and a view that is so magnificent that it will take your breath away each new morning. Kali, the goddess of destruction, and the Black Madonna are with you now. Lay it all on their altar. They can hold it all. The next card that I want to talk about is Trust the Niggle. Niggle is that feeling that you get in your tummy, the niggling feeling, that annoying, niggling feeling, that inconvenient, annoying, niggling feeling. Try as you might, it's there, and it ain't going away anywhere. Most people spend years ignoring their niggling feeling, throwing their best dollops of stubbornness, ego, and post rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting, and until you face the niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken it, to draw your attention to the light within you that is bursting to come out. The niggle is an arrow pointing to what is standing in your way. The relationship, the conversation, the decision, the shift that needs to be made, the stone in your shoe. Often, that feeling in our body first. Many people think that intuition is something from the higher realms, but in fact, it's the body that is telling you that something is not right, something is not setting up. It just takes a moment every day to scan your body to receive the intuitive intelligence and act on it quickly. Meditation will help, taking quiet walks, just spending some quiet time with yourself. Let the thoughts pass by as clouds, and you will get the clarity. You are being called to face the niggle now. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path. And then you will likely regret that you didn't answer the niggle in the first place. I know it's scary, but you are safe. Answer the niggle now. The next card that I want to talk about is the warrior woman. What are you being called to do or face that requires courage? If you weren't afraid, what would you do? Living a heart and soul led life is not all fluffy and smooth sailing. Living a heart and soul led life requires courage to triumph over fear. So often, our fears are the gatekeepers to our greatest gifts. And the more desire resistance, excuse me, more the resistance we have toward answering a call, more important it is for our soul's growth. Sometimes fear is an indication that we are facing the right way. Joan of Arc was known for her courage and her famous line, "I'm not afraid, I was born to do this." But the thing about courage is that it's not possible without fear. So if you're feeling afraid, what is needed is courage. The courage comes from living from the heart. Think of your fears as opportunities to expand rather than the things that are holding you hostage. If you look at your fears in this light, then as uncomfortable as it might feel, it is actually a sign that you are on the right track. The next card is Starseed. Of course, we are talking about all the Starseed and the Lightworkers. Oh, beautiful view. Look at that. I just love this card. It's one of my favorites. Look at how beautifully she's looking at the universe, the Saturn, the rings, and the earth from afar. Starseeds are souls with a double mission to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are all souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out and that there's something that they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pull this card, it is to confirm that you're a starseed and you're being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there's much more to life, and feel that there's something more and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals and schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suites, in parks and nightclubs, in taxis and theme parks, everywhere. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you're dimming your light to fit in, it's time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share and treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation. What a beautiful card to look at. The next card is fill up your well. How will you retreat? How will you rest? And how will you refuel? Isn't it important to do so? The most selfless thing you can do is to fill up your own inner well. When we are running around half filled, we subconsciously look to things and people around us to give us the nourishment and nurturing that we so deeply crave. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anyone if you are running on empty. The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich. Tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give multiplies. If your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we are not allowing ourselves. What nourishes you? What refuels your body? What is nectar for your soul? What brings you back to life? What is your secret medicine? What makes you feel abundant and fertile? overspilling with life. It may be gardening, arranging flowers, getting a massage, using luxurious essential oils, snuggling up on the couch, hiking, sipping a good coffee at your favorite cafe, attending a women's circle, reading about sacred sites, spontaneous bike rides, walking along the beach, or yin yoga. What nourishes you is your medicine. When you give yourself the medicine that you need to be nourished, you nourish all those around you, for there is more than enough to go around. Beautiful card. So rest, relax, and rejuvenate. The next card we have here is the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. Remember how we all get together and do the meditation, especially the peace meditation, the global meditation, any kind of meditation. The attunements, the upgrades, the downloads that you get all the time. You're being called to let your intuition move you physically. You are connected to a group of souls who are weaving a web around the planet. And as you travel and share your creations, something is rethreaded. This card is an acknowledgement that you're either being called to connect with others who are like you at a soul level, or that you already are. You are being called to gather groups of people, either by leading them or becoming part of a group that can support you and your soul's personal mission. You are part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history to heal yourself, your ancestral line, and the planet, to raise consciousness so that we can continue to call this magnificent place home for eras to come. One of many consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. It's time to call in your tribe by sharing your soul's voice and letting yourself be seen. When you share what's real and true to you, you share the medicine that you need the most. Those who are like you will gather around you. You are your tribe. They are just like you. And just as you're longing and searching for them, they are longing and searching for you. You could use this affirmation if you want. I choose now to let myself be seen. I am ready to call in my soul tribe and create a web of light all over the planet. Beautiful card to look at. The next card is AKASHA. You know how starseeds belong to different places? One of them is Akash. You know Akashic readings? Your guidance is divinely guided. Akash exists in the fifth dimension in the library of souls. All soul contracts, history, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past and present and future and can tap into it anytime. While we have free will, there are also points on our timeline of our lives that are predestined or pre planned. Soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company you choose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it's divinely guided and will not bypass you. If you are waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You're likely living out an important part of your soul's journey, and you're exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. It is time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and the spirit world, to trust the signs are coming, to take note of your dreams, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive, for you are tapping into the wisdom of the Akash, and you are being given the go ahead of the process. You could use this affirmation. I open myself up to receive the wisdom of the Akasha. I am ready to download any information from my soul records that is in my highest good and the highest good of all right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The next card we have is exactly like how the Starseeds are from Pleiades or Akash. It's Mintaken. Mintakens, longing for home, belonging, the original Lightworkers, or so they say. Mintakans are a soul group who originated on a planet in the constellation Orion. They were the first beings to travel to Earth and believed to be the original Lightworkers. The Mintakans' home planet is thought to have been a water world with water, so pure that you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintakans feel most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. They are here to teach us to see the potential in everything and the light in all beings. Many Mintakans have an odd longing for home and struggle with feeling like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you pull this card, it could mean that you're a Mintaken or are longing for a sense of belonging, and root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe. Perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you have been moving around a lot and yearn for a place on earth to call your own. If so, you are being called to connect with Mother Earth and create it for yourself now. To choose where you feel most at home and create it rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come. Again, you could use this affirmation or what you write down transmission. I allow myself to be truly here and at home on this planet. I release any grief around not belonging or feeling held and call in the perfect home. I hope you all like this reading and I hope it helps you with the guidance that you need to look after for now. Starseeds Lightworkers, you are doing such an amazing job and I'm so proud of you. See you in the next reading. Take care. Bye.